Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's about to get real if you are single as a Pringle and wondering about anything blocking you from manifesting viable romantic partners, okay? We are about to delve in and dissect your energy, okay? And give you some tips and advice based on what we find out with the reading today, okay? If you have not already subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so, and also adjust your notifications so that you get notified when I upload or go live, okay? And of course, if you want to hit me up for more detail about your situation, matters of the heart, money, whatever, job, career, you can do so. You can book a personal reading with me. And also, I am offering mentoring / coaching for healing and shadow work and trying to get over heartbreak and working through traumatic experiences. All of that information and the detailed directions are in my description box below this video. That is the only way to book one, and I will not reach out to you first, so just be advised if you see anything contrary to that, it is not legit, okay? So with that being said, Aries single, here's how the Aries singles, this is how this reading is going to go, okay? We are going to first get a vibe check on you and see how you're vibing, because that has everything to do with what you might bring in from a romantic standpoint, okay? How are you vibing? Let's take a look, okay? All right, so let's take a look, Aries gang. Let's get to it, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get real, all right? Let's find out. All right. All right, so I'm already getting some things. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this thing. Let's get serious, okay? All right, my friends, some of you do not realize your own response, that you have more control over this thing than you think you do, okay? You kind of feel like, you know, I do everything that I'm supposed to do. I treat somebody the way that I want to be treated. And, you know, I don't cheat. I'm honest, you know, I do for this person, you know, maybe you even overdo for this person, okay? Could be. But at any rate, and I'm looking at the Knight of Cups in reverse when I'm talking about this, okay? So you're kind of pondering, okay, what am I doing wrong? I mean, wait, what? I did everything right, and this person bailed. This person cheated. This person lied. They stole from me. You know, they came in, they were still not over, you know, their ex or whatever. Okay, so here's what's really going on. Karma is not like most people think, okay? It's not that you get back how you act, okay? It is you get back based on your energetic vibration, okay? So you don't realize that, you know, yes, it's true, other people are responsible for crappy behavior. 100%. I get that, and I believe it to my core, okay? But what we're responsible for is going inside and figuring out how to go in and do the shadow work and the healing that a lot of folks have not done, because honestly they don't know how. And I'm not throwing shade. Look, I was over 50 before I understood it, okay? But you know, and you feel like you have no control over what you bring in, but you do. And it has to do with your shadow self, okay? And your shadow self is by definition, and this is Carl Jung, a mental health pioneer, Jung. This is his, you know, teachings and methodologies, and pretty sound. But at any rate, by definition, your subconscious, which is the same thing as your shadow self, you're not even aware of, okay? And there are things there are beliefs, there are issues that, you know, have to do with, you know, heartbreaks, traumatic events, things of that nature, okay? It can manifest itself like a bad temper, triggers, you know, popping off at somebody, whatever the case may be, okay? It's not that you're not aware of what happened, okay? Let's just take, for example, childhood abuse, okay, for, you know, whatever reason. Okay, you're very much aware that it has happened, but if you have not gone inside and worked through it, then it is still affecting you. And look, the shadow affects every single experience. 100%, that is the hand that is rocking your cradle. Okay, so I think that is what you may or may not be aware of. And here's what some of you are dealing with in your shadow that you may or may not be aware of it. You don't see your value. Okay, if you don't see your value, then the universe is going to mirror that very same thing and confirm that you have, bring people to confirm into your life to treat you as though you have no value. Okay, and you may or may not be aware that you even have that belief. Okay, they will peek them, the subconscious will peek itself out from time to time trying to get your attention. Sometimes it's like a, wait, did I just think that? Sometimes it's like I said, with triggers, temper, whatever. Okay, if you have anger issues or bitterness about anything, okay, and you can't see it in a healthy way, then you've not worked through stuff. Yes, I said that. Okay, I'm here to help the people that want to be helped. Okay, but I think you're kind of avoiding healing and stepping away from this thing. And many of you have, this speaks to that when this Four of Swords comes up in reverse. You have issues you've not worked through. And, because of that, many of you feel like you're on this hamster wheel of failed relationship after failed relationship after, and then even if you don't get in a relationship, it feels like all you can meet are, like you're a jerk magnet. Okay. Well, if you believe, okay, if you have these beliefs about yourself where you're not good enough, where, self-esteem issues that you're probably not aware of, then you're attracting people who are going to confirm that. Then it solidifies the belief that you're a jerk magnet, and all of that just gets compacted in. Some of it you're aware of, some of it you're not, and it just perpetuates more of the same. Okay, so you have a responsibility, not for what that person did, but for going inside and figuring out how you drew this person energetically to you. And look, this is stuff based on Einstein's science. Okay, and I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to get all E equals MC squared on you, but I will tell you it has been scientifically proven that like attracts like. I mean, let me tell you, when I was hung up on a past relationship myself, but I was out dating too soon, guess what I attracted? People that were hung up on their ex. There you go. If I, had a crappy self-esteem, same thing. If I felt like I couldn't attract a decent job opportunity, guess what kind of romantic opportunities? People who couldn't attract, good job opportunities. If I felt like I had a spending problem, guess what I attracted? Point blank, period. So I've proven it in my own walk, but many, many other people have too. So this is what's going on. And many of you are hung up on an ex. And this is about making a solid judgment call. And right now, you're at this fork in the road with the information I'm presenting you. Okay, and it goes like this. I'm not happy with the way things are going. I'm not happy with my current romantic partners, and so do I either keep doing the same thing, hoping for a different result, right? Definition of insanity. Or do I think, I don't know, this redheaded tarot reader is pretty nutty, but then again, I don't know, she seems like she might be peaceful and happy and fulfilled and, bringing in romantic opportunities herself that are worth looking at. So, I don't know, maybe she's learned something, because have I been in these shoes all day long? Okay, yes, I have. So you don't see your value. I think many of you do step up to the table. You're willing to give your part, okay? But at the end of the day, you get your heart broken. But here's what happened. Here's what I predict will happen with you in general, because I like this cards, the Five of Cups in reverse. You are going to come to realize that thing that hurt you so bad, okay, it was tough, and you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. Granted, okay, it sucks, hurts, feels horrible, feels stuck, sleepless nights, more tears than would fill up a bucket, right? Okay, but at the end of the day, when you finally step into your power and you taste peace for the first time, maybe ever, okay, you're going to realize that the seemingly worst thing ever turns out to work for your best, and you turn that negative into having a positive effect in your life. Okay, just like me. Trust and believe, I have had you know, childhood trauma, abuse, you know, everything in the world you can imagine, okay? It took me a long time to be able to say this. But had that not happened, and had I not healed from those things, we wouldn't be having this conversation, and I couldn't help you. Because if I can't relate to your situation, how in the heck can you're not going to listen to me, and I can't blame you. I can't. Okay? If somebody hasn't been in your shoes, right? There you go. So, with that being said, let's pull in some cards about what you might be bringing in your current state, okay? And this will tell the tale on how you're vibing, okay? This will tell the tale on how you're vibing, Aries, okay? If you can, when you look at energetically at where you are, and then you look at what you might bring in, it pretty much is the same thing, okay? All right, so let's take a look at what you might be bringing in now, and then we'll look at what you might be bringing in, you know, later, okay? All right. So you do, okay. So you do have, you know, somebody coming in at the end of the day. But you know what's interesting? And they're going to make you a lot of promises, okay? And, you know, you may marry this part. You may go into another marriage or a marriage before you're worked through all this. While you're still broken, many people do get married out of loneliness or, you know, whatever, thinking this is going to be the end-all, be-all here. But at the end of the day, you know, both of these cards really mean the same thing in different ways. They're a little different. This person is highly intuitive. This one's busy. They're both high vibrational, and both of them, in the meaning of these cards, Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands, they will cut you right out without a second thought. So as soon as it begins, it will end. And the meaning of the Ace of Swords in reverse is the whole problem is you're not seeing the most important thing about the situation, okay? That you're imbalanced and you need to go inside and that you're wearing a blindfold and you don't even realize it. So there you have it, okay? There you have it. So once you work through this thing, and I don't have to pull cards, I can tell you, if you'll really work on yourself, those type of cards of what you'd be pulling in would be totally different, okay? Totally different. I do predict that many of you won't listen to me and you'll go on and find somebody and get married, but you know what? It's going to end. If you don't fix it, it is going to end. The cards said it, I didn't, okay? I mean, I know it, but it is what it is. All right, so what might you pull in once this thing is all said and done and you really work through stuff, Aries gang? Let's see what kind of character. Something lasting. Very first card, a lot of emotion, a lot of equal. Look at here. I can't make this up. The Magician card right here, a master of manifestation. Why? Because you'll become that. Nurturing to full potential, marriage, pregnancy, lasting relationship, important union of souls. I rest my case. The cards told you what I could have told you without them, okay? But I mean, I know energetically how this thing works, okay? Because I've learned every way not to do this thing and every way that didn't work, okay? So if you want to hit me up for a personal reading or some individualized coaching, okay? If you're stuck, if you're having trouble understanding things and you can't get what you need off of my playlists that I have on my channel, hit me up. You can see the information of how to do that in my description box, always below my most recent video, okay? Thank you so much, Aries. It is always a pleasure to be trusted to read for you guys, and certainly those of you that book personal readings and coaching and things of that nature. I'm already getting a lot of positive feedback on the mentoring thing that I've started. So thank you so much.